Hey y'all, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dominique. I am the owner of Enjoy Natural Hair Care Products. Thank you for joining me today. If you are here because I am sharing so many details on how to make your products, how to start your hair care business. So you're here for one of those. With this particular video, I will be sharing how I failed nursing school twice. Yes, I failed nursing school twice, y'all. So I just wanted to share this story, share this testimony, because I feel like it needs to be shared. It needs to be told. I usually share it on a live video. I've shared it on TikTok. I've shared it on Facebook and Instagram, but I've never shared it on YouTube. So I'm trying to, with my subscribers, thank y'all for being here, and I want y'all to get to know me and I get to know y'all. I want to help y'all grow. As I grow, we grow together, and I just want to share this testimony because it's worth being told. So yes, I failed nursing school twice, y'all. I started this journey so long ago for nursing school. I mean, all the pre-reps in Mississippi to having to start over in Texas with the pre-reps, and it went from the ACT in Mississippi to the T's, the HETC in Texas. Oh, my daughter missed me. And just I was on that journey of getting these pre-reps, taking these classes, getting my GPA up, and I was like working as a pharmacy tech. I've been a pharmacy tech for 20 years. I'm still licensed and everything. So my ultimate goal was to become a RN. That is what I wanted to do, and I had blinders on. And when I first got in nursing school, I think it was the pandemic, and I had just had a baby. When I tell y'all, I was sharing, my daughter hair fell out a few years back before nursing school and all of that. But my daughter hair fell out. I went to her pediatrician, dermatologist, and they told me we had some stuff out mouth. We had some stuff that was topical. We tried everything. It wasn't a fungus after they ran some tests. But anywho, the hair follicles was dead. She had some bald spots, and I cried, y'all. I boohoo, because I was like, what did I do? I failed my child. I had 3 daughters, so I thought I neglected their hair some kind of way. Did I not wash it enough? What did I do wrong? And they tested it. It wasn't a fungus or anything. It just started falling down, and she had bald spots, and they told me the hair follicles were dead. So I had to braid her hair a certain way to hide the bald spots, but tears would roll down my eyes because I'm like, I could imagine her as a teenager being self-conscious about these bald spots. So being a pharmacy technician, I started talking to pharmacists. I started reading books. I started going on YouTube and just reading the ingredients that was on the back of bottles, because I had, before I jumped ahead, I tried everything to grow my daughter's hair back. I mean, it from wild growth oil to the most expensive stuff that was in the hair store, stuff that was in Target, Walmart, you name it. I was buying any and everything that said they'll help with my child, help with growth. And nothing was working. So I started making my own hair care products. And I didn't think none of it when I was making my daughter's growth oil. All I know is I had used it for about 2 weeks, and I seen some little fuzz come up in those bald spots. Y'all, I cried like a baby. I was like, oh my God, my daughter's hair grew back. It's growing back. And I was so proud. So I continued to make my own growth oil and didn't think nothing of it. Her hair grew past her knees, like literally past her knees. And people will reach out to me for products like, hey, what are you using? And I would just send them the ingredients like, hey, go make it yourself. And they would be like, no, I ain't trying to make myself. That's a lot of work. And I'm like, well, I don't sell products. So anywho, people kept inboxing me. Every time I was take a picture of my daughter's hair, post all my girls' hair for back to school, whatever, people will message me about buying something. And I'm like, I'm not trying to start a business. I'm going to nursing school. I ain't trying to, So fast forward, after I had my son, I had posted my daughter's going back to school, and me washing my daughter's hair went viral. And I just had my son August 2019, and 2020 I had got into nursing school and had a new baby, and my videos were still going viral. And I was like, oh my God, I wasn't planning on selling nothing, but hey, this viral video is cool. Let me focus on nursing school. But it would not stop. Like when I say, when the Lord is trying to push you in a direction, it's going to be so clear. And I really thought I was going to be helping people as a nurse. So I got in nursing school in 2020 and I tried to focus on that. And it just was not working. Every time a test was coming, I mean, my inbox would be filled with people. And then talking to my husband and my family, we decided, let me go on and create the growth oil. Because I had sold some stuff back in 2016, 2017. I did a couple pop-up shops, but it never did enough for me to be like, yeah, I could start working. I could not pursue my goals of becoming a nurse. It wasn't like that because I was only making I wasn't making any money really at the pop-up shops, except for the one I did in Mississippi, my hometown. That one showed up, showed out. But that was a couple years later. But anywho, I got in nursing school for 2020. And when I tell y'all, every time I looked up, people was writing me about buying stuff. And I'm like, what are they talking about? So I did create my Etsy account. And every time I would put 10 in stock, they would sell out. 20, they would sell out. So I was doing nursing school and shipping my stuff through Etsy. And every time I had an exam, I kid y'all not, it's like videos would just go viral out of nowhere. And I'm like, what in the world? So, so I feel like even though I wanted to go to nursing school, trying to do a business in nursing school, you can't be 50-50. It's never going to be 50-50. I was like, I can balance this and I could do this, but nursing school got to be 100% and entrepreneurship got to be 100%. And I was trying to spread myself thin with entrepreneurship, nursing school, wife, mama for all of that good stuff. And it wasn't happening. So I stayed in nursing school the full semester, but I failed, y'all. I wouldn't say I failed big time. Like, I think I kind of missed the mark, the exit exam by a few points. I really don't remember. It was 2020. When it first happened, I remembered. I was like, I was off by 1 point, 2 point, whatever. I don't remember now because I'm very confident in my path now. Back then, I wasn't. I was so unsure because I was like, oh, do I want to be an entrepreneur? It's so much uncertainty. It's so up and down. Social media is funny. 1 minute you viral, 1 minute you not. I looked at nursing as security. I looked at it as you'll always have a job. You'll always be able to go any state and be able to pursue whatever you want and work and grind and just, long as you're a great nurse and you're doing it for the right reasons. And I really thought I wanted to be a nurse. I really did, y'all. I don't think that no more now, child. But back then, I was heartbroken. So I failed nursing school because I literally was spreading myself thin. I was trying to do nursing and ship my products. And when you're starting a new business, I didn't have everything laid out. I didn't have a website. The labels was messing up. Like, anytime I needed to study, I could have just 10 orders. But if my printer wanted to mess up that day and I couldn't get the labels on here and the bottles and this shipped out, it was just a madhouse. And then it was a lot. So I failed nursing school in 2020. And then I decided to reapply. And I did everything again. Went into the same nursing program, I think 2022. Yeah, I really don't remember. I think I got back in 2021 or 2020. I don't remember. But I went to nursing school again. And this time I was locked in because I was working as a pharmacy technician. And I just kind of let Enjoy Natural kind of die down a little bit because I was like, yeah, I don't like the uncertainty. I'm up and down with my sales, and this ain't a life I want to live, like with the uncertainty. I kid y'all not. I cannot have no views for a whole 6 months. The minute I get in nursing school, I take off. It takes off, y'all. I mean, take off, y'all. And I'm looking at these numbers like, wait a minute. Like, why am I in the millions? And I would have hundreds of orders. And I remember sitting in nursing school, the second time I got in nursing school, and I showed someone my numbers, and they was like, why are you here? Like, look at the numbers you're doing. Why are you here? And I'm like, because I want security. I'm trying to be a nurse. I'm trying to lock in. And they were looking at me like I was crazy. And I did get through the first semester of nursing school, but every time, like, I was studying like crazy, but I was also up to 4 in the morning filling whip butters and shipping orders. And it was so much work. And I did pass the first semester, so I was so excited. Then second semester started, and I got in med surg and mental health and clinicals. I had 2 clinicals, which was mental health and was it med surg? Yeah, med surg. So I went to 2 different hospitals through the week. Then I was an entrepreneur. And like I said, y'all, you have to lock in on your decision. Either you're going to try to be a nurse or you're going to be trying to be an entrepreneur. But you can't, to me, you can't do both when you got kids and a husband and all that. Now, if it's just you and a dog or you and you yourself and I, you good to go. But me personally, that second fail solidified, like, yeah, girl, you the Lord ain't trying to let you go this way. Because I thought I crushed that exam. I had studied. I was like, yeah, I'm moving on to, the next part of it. Baby, I failed by like that one. I do remember. It was like 1 or 2 points. I can't remember exactly. And that was the mental health. That one I thought I did so good on. I was like, oh yeah, I probably made like 80. Shoot. Made like a 60 something, 69, 68. I really don't remember. And then I was just over it after that, because if you fail once, like they give you 2 chances, and because I had failed the previous years, that was my second one. So I knew after the mental health exam it was over with. So even if I was to pass med surg, it wouldn't have mattered. So the med surg, I ended up failing that too because my headspace wasn't there. And then after that fail, I went out to eat with my husband, and I was just kind of like, oh my God, I'm such a failure. I don't have no degree in what I wanted to be in. Like, I have a associate's degree, but it ain't a nursing degree. So I was like, I'm not an RN. What am I going to do? And talking to him, he like, you got a whole business. You got a whole, like, people love your products. I don't know why you keep stuff. For me to study for my nursing exams, I was making stuff unavailable. I would literally mark everything out of stock so I wouldn't have no orders that week. And if I even put 2 in stock, they'll be gone like that. And the Lord kept telling me, like, you're going to be helping people, but you're going to be helping people in a different way. And it was so clear to me. So once I kind of sat in there and I had the freedom of not having that stress of it all, I was like, oh my God, you're right. And I locked in, and Enjoy Natural just flourished. I mean, it took off when I started giving it 100%. I'm still working on giving it my 100% because I can grow bigger and better, but I had to stop forcing a direction that was not meant for me. That was not my zone. Nursing school did not work for me because I couldn't lock in the way I should. It's not that you're not smart enough. It's not that, you're going to be a terrible nurse. You didn't know how to do this, and you didn't know what this disease was, and you didn't know the care plan, how to do a care plan on it. It's none of that. It really is your dedication and locking in 100%. Really, you need like 110%. But I was trying to be 60-40 1 week, 30-70 1 week, and it just was not working. So I just wanted to come on here and share my journey as far as me thinking, I'm going to be a nurse. That's all I want to do. And every time I was trying to do a test or get excited, something would happen with Enjoy Natural that blew my mind. But because I wasn't pursuing it, I didn't view it as a success. I was looking at it like an inconvenience. Like, oh, they actually like my products. They actually on their 3rd order. Like, what? And now that I'm this many years in, it's 2025, and I have, big platforms, big enough to me. I'm continuing to grow on YouTube, but on TikTok, I think I'm at 200,000 followers. Instagram, I think 85,000 followers. Facebook is kind of slow. That's at 12,000. And then this one, I think I'm at like 1,500 on YouTube. So I am continuing to grow. I am continuing to make my products by hand. And I am, for the first time ever, I am happy where I'm at. Like, back then, you could not pay me to tell nobody I failed nursing school twice. Like, now I feel okay about it. I'm like, girl, yeah, that wasn't my zone. To each his own, but it ain't for me. I thought it was. I really did. I was trying to force something that I thought was meant to be my direction. Nursing school was not meant to be my zone. The ones who are in nursing school, baby, it's a newfound respect. Nursing school is not easy by a long shot. But when you do it, it's gonna have to be your everything, your all, you can't be starting a fresh business and then trying to do nursing school. I was trying to do it to supplement income because I was like, can't work as many hours. I just need to sell a couple here, a couple there. That's what I thought was gonna happen. I thought I was gonna sell enough, maybe make about $100 here and there. Baby, no. The Lord said, overflow and abundance to you. So who am I to tell the Lord he's wrong for pushing me in a direction that was meant for me? Before I felt like, why me? Why me? Like, oh my God, look at this girl passing. She graduated, this, that, and the other. Baby, now I be like, congratulations, girl. You did that because I have been blessed in my own right. My business has taken off beyond numbers. And I'm continuing to grow. I want to continue to share my testimony. Sometimes you cannot force your own direction. You have to let the universe, it will come to you. Like, it literally came to me in my dreams. And I'm not one of those that's like, ooh, I see this and I know. This literally just came to me. And Enjoy Natural is meant to be that brand that helps others, because my daughter went through the hair struggle. All my kids, we've all had a different hair struggle. And I had my own health issues, and I really do think they was brought upon because I was trying to be a god doggone superwoman. I was doing too much, y'all. Like, for real, for real. I was nursing school, entrepreneur, new baby, pandemic, 4 kids, a husband. Baby, yeah, it was too much. It was too much. And I lost my mind, y'all. When the Lord was literally putting it right in my lap. I'd be like, ooh, I need to work this many more hours at the hospital. And then the Lord will send me 2 orders. And it's like, okay, you're a pharmacy technician, and you just made your whole week's salary, in 2 days from your products. And it speaks numbers. I did not believe in myself, y'all. I didn't think my products stood a chance against these big brands when they actually are better, y'all. Look at my ingredients and look at the big brands. I've learned so much about hair products and behind the scenes, especially with my pharmacy background, and how watered down so much stuff is. It's so watered down, y'all. But I just came on here to share, my failure. It was a failure, but it was also a win. Like, I don't feel no kind of way. I've never been this free about the subject. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about it because the girl was trying to do too much. And I think back and I'm like, yeah, because I had somebody like, would you ever try to do nursing again? I was like, child, no. I mean, I don't think so. I said, no, I would want to just, nursing is one of those things. It's a rewarding field. It's an amazing accomplishment if you get through nursing school, your BSN, your NP, your DNP, baby. Yes, honey. Keep going. You keep doing you. But it will be clear that is meant for you. It will be clear that is the path that is for you. If you locked in, gave 110% and you still fail, either you need to, get a better study group, a study partner. I don't know. It's so much other that go down that road. But what I'm telling you is, even when I thought I was giving my 110, it was not considered 110 for nursing school because my business was taking, needed me too. I didn't even have to give 110 to my business for it to take off. That's how I knew this was meant for me. Like, it's so much that I could talk about that I was so shocked. Like, what? They actually like that? Wait a minute. I am my own advertisement. I haven't had to pay no social media influencer. I haven't had to contact no big company. It's just me, myself, and I. Enjoy Natural, small brand, small company, and I have grown to these numbers without giving 110 just yet. Like, what? That means it was meant for me. This is my road that I'm supposed to take at this particular moment. Now, when I'm 50 or however, because people go back to nursing school at all ages. So don't ever say never, ever. But right now, at my age of 40, I am so confident in the decision I made to not go back to nursing school. Because I did get in a third time, y'all, at another nursing program. I did get in. And I decided after I went to orientation, I had purchased all my lab equipment, my scrubs, everything, y'all. I got in nursing school. I swear to y'all, video went viral again. And I had orders. I said, what in the world? I'm supposed to be starting nursing school this week, and now I got this many orders to get out. What in the world? And then, I kid y'all not, that video, when I was trying to go back to nursing school the third time, because I got into a program close to the house, closer than the other nursing school, the video that went viral did 24 million. 24 million. Yeah. So I said, my husband and my kids was like, yeah, nursing school gonna be there. These moments right now, I need to lock in and just try to create my own road, my own journey, my own company, my brand. And y'all, I did just that, and I'm continuing to grow. So I did drop out of nursing school, really 3 times. Well, I failed nursing school twice. Then I got in a third time, and I dropped out, and I went and got my money back, and I made a post about it, and I felt so good. I felt so good. I turned back in the equipment, and yeah, they was looking at me like, are you sure you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. And they had me talk to somebody. But I told them, I didn't go in depth about being an entrepreneur or why, but I did just say, yeah, I'm good with my decision. I am. And I came home, made more videos, got those people's orders out, honey, because one thing about being a small business, they think you Amazon child. They be wanting their stuff like yesterday. And that ain't how it work when you're doing this at home. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and tell everybody about my nursing school journey and being a business owner, and how the two at that time trying to do it all at once. It's not how you do it. Like, it's nurses that are entrepreneurs, but they probably been a nurse for a while. They noticed where the field needed this guidance and that guidance. Like, I follow so many nurses that have YouTube channels that have nursing guidebooks, different planners. This one lady that I follow, I bought from her. The planner was amazing, and it really, really helped me lock in, stay organized. So you can be an entrepreneur after nursing school, but I think when you're in nursing school, you need to be in nursing school. That's it. If you're an entrepreneur, you need to be an entrepreneur in that moment. You can't do both. Like, a lot of the nurses, they've been in their field for a while. They're pretty content with their schedule, so they're able to venture out and do other things. But if you're just now trying to become a nurse, you have to lock in and become a nurse. That's it. And then focus on entrepreneurship later, once you find your zone. But yeah, so that is it. That is all. Thanks for joining me again at my YouTube channel, Enjoy Natural Hair Care Products. And till next time, bye.